Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. So in today's video, I'm super excited to share with you my experience with the Realme Watch. So I've seen this launch online a couple of weeks ago, I think, and I'm super excited because it's finally here in my hands and I can actually test it out for you guys. So in this video, I'll be showing you guys a very quick unboxing, a 30-second unboxing video of this little guy right here, as well as an in-depth walkthrough throughout the entire Realme watch that I have on my wrist here. So by the time you watch this video, I'll probably would have already been wearing this watch for about a couple of days now. So yeah, without further ado, let me just jump into this video right away. Alright guys, so this is basically the Realme watch in the box. So yep, let me just show you a very quick 30-second unboxing of the Realme watch. Cue the music. So I hope you like the unboxing video. Let's jump into the watch right away. Alright, so first up, we can see that this is the Realme watch itself, and one thing that you'll notice here is that we have a very nice colorful display, but it has a little bit of a big chin at the bottom here. So in terms of the design, I'm not really sure why they need to have that big chin at the bottom. If you zoom in like closely, you'll notice to see that there is actually a little logo at the bottom, a Realme logo down there. Not sure if you can see it on the camera, but yeah, the bezels are actually pretty thick, so I'm going to forgive this because this is a pretty affordable device and I don't want to complain too much about that, but just know that there's a pretty big chin at the bottom. Obviously I have my Amazfit GTS right here and it would be great if we have like a full screen, but this display is nevertheless still a very nice LCD colored display on the Realme watch. Alright, so let me just walk you through this device itself. On the sides here, I'm not sure what kind of materials they are, but it looks very shiny and definitely feels more premium than it actually is. On the back, we have a couple of sensors here. So note that these bands are actually rubber silicone bands and they're very slim. So the first thing I noticed when I pick out this watch from the box is that it also comes with these tiny latches at the back, so you can swap those out for different kind of bands. And it says at the back here, this is a 20mm band, so you'll know which one to purchase when you're looking for a next one. Alright, so in terms of the watch itself, I won't comment too much on the design. I think it looks fine for me and I don't have any complaints about it except for that thick little chin at the bottom. But one thing I noticed is that this watch is super light, guys. Like when I removed it from the box, it really didn't come to me that it was going to be this light. So the good thing here is you won't really feel like there is a watch on your wrist. It feels like a naked kind of feel, if you get what I mean. Very lightweight. I kind of like it that it's so lightweight because I actually wore this to sleep last night and it didn't feel uncomfortable at all. So that's definitely a plus point. Alright, so now let me just navigate through the watch to show you how it works. So just dragging from the top, this is where you get your notifications. And the thing about notifications here that I must comment about is that you're only able to view one notification at the time. So I assume this is the latest notification that I've got, and I will only be able to see the latest notification here. And once I click read, it just goes away. So all my previous notifications are gone. I'm not sure if this is a bug or this is supposed to work this way, but not really fun of the way notifications are being shown right here. So notifications do come in all the time, but it's just that you're only able to view one notification, and if you click the read button, it just goes, everything gets cleared out. Swiping to the right or left is actually the same because it is actually a huge loop. So over here, I can see my weather widget. Swiping to the right here, I can see my sleep widget, and I think this is really awesome because I can see all my information about my previous night's sleep here. So for example, I slept at 5:30 AM last night, which was really late, and I got up at 9:50 AM. I think this is one of the more accurate sleep trackers just because it comes with this very accurate kind of tracking. I noticed that I did woke up like in the middle of the night, so I can see it reflected here as well. So yeah, pretty accurate sleep tracking here that we have on the Realme watch. So swiping further, we get a heart rate widget as well. So I noticed that the heart rate is actually pretty accurate as well. If you don't wear the watch, it won't actually track any reading, as you can see right here in this tiny little gap right there. Moving on, we have my activity and overall look at the activities for the day, how many steps you have walked and all that. And if you swipe once more, this is where you get to the quick shortcuts. So like I said, if you swipe to the left, it will just go on one loop. So it doesn't matter if you swipe to the right or left, basically it is just a loop. Alright, so swiping upwards, this is where you get your list of apps in the watch itself. So we have the workout, we have your SpO2 readings here as well. Of course, your heart rate, your activity records, your sleep tracking, music player as well. Yes, we do have a music controls, sorry, not music player, but rather music controls. So you can control the music on your smartphone. Going back, we also have a camera shortcut, meaning you can always use it as a selfie button. You have your find your phone, your meditation, which is just like breathing exercises of a few minutes if you want to do that. Going back, we also have your alarm, your stopwatch, and of course the weather itself. Alright, so I'm just going to go through very quickly the kind of workouts that we have in this watch right here. We have the outdoor run, we have walk, indoor run, outdoor cycling. You can actually see it on the screen yourself. We have all these kind of activities and sports going on here that it tracks. A total of 14 activities apparently. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I actually took this watch out for a quick jog yesterday, and I must say that it was pretty accurate. The reason why I say this is because this watch doesn't come with an built-in GPS. So you will have to rely on the GPS of your smartphone to actually get any tracking like data in terms of distance and your pace. So you'll need to have your smartphone with you, and after that everything is very smooth. So apart from that, the SpO2 readings, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but of course I've also tested it on my wrist and managed to get a reading. So I'll show you guys a quick sample later on. In terms of the heart rate, like I mentioned, it was also pretty accurate. So overall, I would say that this is a pretty good smartwatch for the price it's asking. The good thing that I like about this watch is that it is fairly smooth here. You don't find any lags on the watch itself. Everything just moves fairly fine. Like I said, comparing this to my previous Amazfit, those old watches, I actually find that it tends to slow down in terms of the user experience. Even the Halo smartwatches aren't that quick. So this Realme watch is actually very responsive, and that's something that I really appreciate here. So apart from that, in terms of the watch faces, I know some of you guys really like to customize your watch face. So we have a couple of watch faces here, and you can actually check it through the app itself. So if you just go to watch faces, you'll notice that we have about 12 watch faces here right now, and this is not that many, but look at this. The good news here is that you can swap this really quickly, guys. Like, look at that. Just one tap of the button and the watch face is up. I really like this function because it is so quick, and you can just look at the different kinds of watch faces instantly on your watch itself. So note that I have 6 watch faces highlighted here and 6 more grayed out, and the reason for that is because the watch is able to hold 6 watch faces in its memory itself. So if you want to store different watch faces into your watch, you can always click this replace current watch faces and choose from the list here which one you want to store in your watch. Alright, so let's talk about the Realme Link app very quickly right here. So one thing I like about this app as well is that it is very informative. All the information you can see here is very straightforward, so you don't have to go and look around for some kind of information like on Google Fit. I don't really like Google Fit because it is very confusing to use. It is not that straightforward. But for example, let's take a look at sleep right here. So if I tap into the sleep, I can see all kinds of information here laid out in very clear terms. So this is what I really love about that. Moving back, let's say I want to check out my heart rate as well. Once again, I can see everything, all the information on the screen here very clearly laid out in black and white, perfectly fine for me. So let's check out the activity that I had yesterday. So if I notice here, I can already see my stats on my outdoor run yesterday. I did like 0.39 kilometers and I did it in a really slow 7 minutes. So a lot of information that you can find on the app itself. I really love this app because it is very clean, like I said, and just very straightforward. Alright guys, moving on to my final point, let me talk about the battery life that I'm getting on the Realme watch. So according to Realme, you would expect to get about 7 to 10 days of battery life with one single charge. But based on what I'm experiencing here, I expect to get about 5 days of battery life just because I'm a very heavy user. I have a lot of notifications coming in, and I actually go for jogs once every 2 days. So I might actually be using this watch more than the standard average user. But otherwise, really nothing much to complain here. 5 days for one single charge is perfectly fine compared to my Google Wear watches where I have to charge it every single day. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it for my coverage on the Realme watch. Overall, I would just like to say that this is a very affordable watch. It comes in at just about $50 US, and there is a lot of things to love about this little watch right here. So the things that I really like is the user interface. Everything is just very smooth. We have very colorful display right here. It's just an LCD display, but it works very well under the bright sunlight. Apart from that, it tracks a couple of activities and works really well with my phone. Apart from that, I must really give credits to the Realme Link app in the phone that works with the smartwatch itself, because the app is very informative, it's clean, and it comes with a lot of information. The only thing, like I said just now, I don't want to keep reinforcing on this, but it is the notification center, which I think is hopefully they do fix it in an update, or maybe something is just wrong with the way I set up my Realme watch. Other than that, I think this is a pretty good watch. Nothing much to complain about, and yeah, If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye!